Good morning, everybody, and welcome. Welcome to my first time here, then welcome, but if you've been here before, then welcome back. Hadn't heard that one? It's new. It is my impression of what a Roggy sounds like. It has a 10-minute cooldown because I don't want folks spamming it. But yes, it's a pretty ridiculous Roggy redeem if they want to.
This is beans!
There are many good redeems, though.
Neat.
Today, on the stream, we're going to be playing some Monster Hunter Portable 3rd for the PSP, and we're going to be doing a little bit more of our full set Festa that we started the last time we played this game, where we farm up one monster's full set, and then use that to take on the next monster and farm it its full set, and then switch to that, and then use that set to farm up the next monster's full set, etc., etc. Just as a way to see some sets you might not usually see, and use some skills you might not usually use, and, I don't know, just enjoy the monsters of Monster Hunter Portable 3rd some more. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys some beans here, and we'll jump on into the game. And I want to take a moment to say hello to people. First off, Windows Ben, thank you for the sub. It is very appreciated. I hope you enjoy the stream, and I hope you like the emotes and not having ads. You should do that with weapons in World? Yeah, I've seen people recommend playing like this before. I like it. It's fun. Farm up a weapon and use only that one to farm up the next. We're doing that with armor. The weapons, we're basically picking one weapon from that monster's designs and choosing to make that weapon and then use that on the next one. That's what we're doing right now. So, welcome Ace Zara and Young Mosa. Young Mosa, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well, man. How have you been? Welcome Big G, it's nice to catch you in the stream. And Rock Spider, welcome as well to a morning stream indeed. For me, it's like afternoon. It's 12:30 right now in the afternoon for me. Welcome back S Fox. I hope you get some sleep soon at some point. Welcome to Viotech and Uchi as well. I know you guys were both saying you want some sleep too. I'll get some sleep later on when I'm done with this. Churrito SSB is here. Hello, Churrito. And I think that's just about everybody. If I missed someone, then I apologize. I didn't mean to. Quit smoking cigarettes last week. How's that going? I know people have a really rough time with that. And afternoon. Surprisingly not too hard. Good, I'm glad. So, Monster Hunter. When we last left off, we had finished making the Baroth set, and we'd almost finished fully upgrading the, well, not fully upgrading, but we'd almost finished upgrading the Great Jaggy Greatsword to a high rank sword for our high rank hub clears. And we'll just take on the high rank Baroth with this one. It'll be fine. Who needs anything stronger? And it was like a 35-minute Baroth. So we're gonna go ahead and start off by getting back into our Bolfongo gear and taking on some more Great Jaggy. And then we'll go back and take on the Baroth. I'm just picking one weapon for each monster's designs. So right now we picked Greatsword for Great Jaggy. I haven't decided what Baroth weapon we're going to make yet. We'll see. Once we finish Baroth again. I guess we can take a look at the Baroth stuff now. But first, actually, I do want to go ahead and finish upgrading this Greatsword before we go any further. Noon 30 is lunchtime for you? I guess, when I'm at work right now, I usually have lunch before noon. But generally, if I'm like at home on a day off, I don't have lunch until like 2 or 3. Let's grab some things from the farm. Or I guess plant some things at the farm. Jeez. Feel free to let me know if things are too loud or too soft, volume-wise. Or if there are any video issues, let me know. It's nice to get to step back and play this game for a little bit. It's all perfect. Thank you. That is very kind of you to say. Okay. What do we need to upgrade this sword? Before, the reason why I was lazy and I didn't finish upgrading it is we fought like 3 too many Great Jaggy because I was fighting the high rank ones when I needed the low rank ones to make the sword we were trying to make. It was a classic thing. And then I ended up having the sword that I needed to craft from low rank the whole time. It was silly. We need a Bird Wyvern gem. We're going to take on the Great Jaggy quest again with our Bolfongo stuff, which is a bit silly. So because Boldrome and Bolfongo don't actually have a full set of armor, we're just using the helmet and nothing else. Is the English patch for this pretty good? It's pretty decent, yeah. It translates all the item names and all the important quest names. Translates the skills and most of the skill descriptions, I think. It doesn't do all the quest descriptions. It has some weird... There's some inconsistencies in terms of the monsters' localized names. Which is interesting, I think. But... some people like that, some people don't. I like seeing Haporoboka in here. I don't even know if I think it's in here, maybe it's Hapul or something. I forget. Let's see. Right, we wasted a trap. Did you start with bow and armor weapon? I started with a full Yukumo armor and weapon. Yeah, so we had Yukumo armor and weapon. We used that to get Arzuros, then Arzuros to Bolfongo, and now Bolfongo to Jaggi, and then Jaggi to Baroth is going to be what's next. Oops. Thought they updated all the names after 3U. They might have. It depends on which version of the patch you have. Do you know if it's possible to apply a patch to the PS3 version of the game? It is. Mm-hmm. Gosh darn it. For context of why I'm fat fingering the menus here over and over, this is like inverse button controls to Monster Hunter Rise, and it's throwing me off a little bit. Okay. Where's that hammer? We're using the bull hammer. There we go. Which doesn't have another upgrade. It turns into the Narga hammer. So we're using the Rarity 2 hammer, and I gotta take off all this equipment. Where's the bull helm? It's like a green one, I think. Yeah, Bolfongo Mask S. There it is. It also makes us sound horrendous. It warps your voice. It's terrifying. Okay. So, like I said, because there's no Bolfongo set, this is what we're doing for Great Jaggi. It will require putting homebrew or custom firmware on your PS3 Big G. So keep that in mind. But it's not too bad. I mean, like, I think any model of PS3 can now have that done pretty easily, so it shouldn't be too difficult in that way. I know some folks are like opposed to doing that to their console, so if you are, then you wouldn't be able to run the English patch. Don't know if you ever equipped the Bolfongo Mask in Portable 3rd. Well, you'll get to hear the horrendous sound in a moment here. I don't think I noticed it until this one. I couldn't remember any other weapons in general, or armor pieces in general, sorry, that warp your character's voice. I was not familiar with those because I don't normally go for those masks and stuff. It's kind of funny. Double Great Jaggi? I don't think there's a single Great Jaggi quest. I'm going in order, basically. I'm just going through the hub and going in order. So after Baroth is going to be Great Ragi, because we've already done Boldrum and Arzuros. There is a single Great Jaggi quest. We'll just keep doing the double one. At least it's interesting like that. It makes the player voice squeaky. I'll have to check it out sometime. Garuga was one of those sets I was like, nah. Both because of earplugs and because I just didn't like how it looked. Man, I was picky with 4U. There we go. All right, nice. Almost naked warm up, but yeah, here you go. You can hear our roll noise. Sounds like Waluigi. And with our lack of armor, the Jaggies actually do quite a bit of damage to us. Hello, Sai. Welcome. Early streaming is Portable 3rd. Nice. Yeah, at least once a week right now I'll be doing these Portable 3rd day streams. The Jaggi are actually an issue. They can stagger you pretty rough, almost as much as him. The rock wasn't visible? We were up against it, yeah. It is really neat getting to come and play this game with some of the maps that have been, shall we say, updated or heavily inspired for some later maps in the series. I guess I could use some Might Seeds. I'm not really trying to like overpower the monsters with gear. The whole point's to kind of just use interesting gear that you would normally see. At least right now I'm not using decos to gem up sets all that hard, and I'm not using charms yet. We might as we go through the ranks. We'll see. Out of here, Jaggy. Well, cheers, Ben. Thank you for stopping by, and like I said, thanks for the sub. I hope you have a good day. Hey, Sir Shop. Oh, another great Jaggy. Oh, dear. No worries, young Mosa. Have a good lurk. It's nice to see you. Yeah, I hope you guys are all having a nice morning. I've had a pretty good day so far. Sharpening is actually like a lost cause on these guys because they move really quickly. And there's other monsters just to get you as well. Should probably heal, honestly. Look at those Jaggy bouncing around. Aw. I went for it. It's like he's gonna walk over here. I'm sure. He did, just not quite how I wanted him to. He looks so orange in this game. I love how vibrant the colors are. We already have the Jaggy set. We just need one more Bird Wyvern Fang to finish upgrading his Greatsword. And if we need to, we're going to use that to get any more Baroth materials that we need. I haven't actually looked at how much Baroth armor we need to make. Oh boy. But if we need any more... Look at this pack. This is going to be something. Ow, that damage. You can't afford to eat those. Is this a fresh file? Nope. Nope, we're just using a bit of gear from each monster. How we're doing things is we're doing a full set Festa, where I'm starting with the Yukumo set, full Yukumo set, and then we're farming up the next set in line. After that, we'll use that full set to grind up the next full set from the next monster, and so on and so forth. We're basically just making a bunch of full sets as we go through. Hopefully using some skills and some sets you might not normally see along the way. I don't even know if this is this great Jaggy I was fighting a minute ago. I guess I'm not sure if I did the best job of explaining it. Stupid Jaggy. Their mini hip checks. One armor piece. That's why it's a little bit of a funky matchup here. Good FPS, I'm glad. I'm glad you're not permanently injured from your Wrath grind. That would be very bad. Very bad. Was Boldrum Lance in this? It was not, I don't think. It might have. It might have been. I don't know. We looked up the equipment before we chose to do the hammer. I think there were one or two other Boldrum weapons in the game, and it might have been that. Ah, rolled right into the startup of that. He's tired at least, that's good. Whoops, overshot that Jaggy a bit. Still got him. Jaggy a screw off. Ah, missed with the last golf swing. That's okay. You can really see, this is high rank in this game, and you can really see that Exhaust has a pretty, I mean, we're looking at Jaggy, I guess, and Arzuros and stuff like that, but Exhaust has a pretty drastic effect on the monsters in this game. It has a switch axe? Yeah, that's what it was. That was one of the other ones we almost made. I think it might have been Lance, Hammer, and switch axe in this game, but I can't remember for sure. Off he goes. We'll get the Jaggy at carves, why not? Do we have any first aid meds? Nope. If we had them, I've already used them up. All right, we'll make sure to sharpen here. Switch Axe debuted in Portable 3rd. Switch Axe debuted in Monster Hunter Tri. So this is its second game. Portable 3rd didn't add any new weapons, but it reimagined a lot of weapons. This was the first game to have Hunting Horn, where the notes appeared on the scale as you fought. This was the first game to have Gun Lance in 3rd gen, so it added a lot of things like charged shelling and the slam full burst. It added a lot of things that would become kind of integral to the weapons in terms of their identity going forward. Basically, Monster Hunter Tri didn't have a lot of the weapons. Even though there had been some weapons that came before it in Free Midnight, Tri just didn't have all of them. And so Portable 3rd brought those back in. This is an interesting challenge. Yeah, I think it should be fun. It's starting off kind of slow-paced, but I imagine later on in the game there'll be some really interesting choices to make in terms of like, okay, well, I'm stuck with this set and I have to take on this monster. What weapon do I want to use to try and mitigate this as much as possible? Always get the timeline slightly confused. That's okay. It is kind of confusing. I'm not the first person to do something like this. This idea is slightly similar to some, well, I don't even know about slightly similar. It's similar to something that SD Shepard did a while back in this game, where they were farming up a monster's full set and then using it to take on that same monster. I just like the idea of trying to use it as like a progression, sort of like through the hub. I think it'll lead to some interesting matchups and skills and such. Whereas farming up the full Great Jaggy set and then using it to fight another Great Jaggy isn't as interesting to me. So I think this is a little different, hopefully fun. Tried this challenge for Rise, made a Magnamalo and Mizutsune set with Switch Axe. Then they made Layered and you gave it up. That's okay. We just need a Bird Wyvern gem, or like the large Wyvern gem, whatever it is. Alright, we're gonna go get the other Jaggy in a moment here. And also, I was doing a challenge run, or prepping for a challenge run in Free Midnight, and it was just very tough to do that only one day a week. Probably wasn't what you need to do if you want to be practicing for a challenge run, at least not me personally. So this feels a little bit more my speed, at least for this at this point in the game. Just coming and kind of fighting the same monster a few times over every week, it's kind of fun. Missed. Missed again. Missed again. Oh my goodness, these golf swings. Poor. Very poor. Hide behind the tree. Oh no! I hid behind the wrong side of the tree. No! Dude, these two cronies? Get out of here! Look at these two synchronized hip checks. Screw you. Health down. Ow. Okay, he's limping away. Try is such a weird enigma of an entry. It's extra weird because you can't really experience it these days. With the online high rank hub portion being closed down, it's like you can only really experience low rank, and it's currently the only game besides Frontier. Well, DOS and Frontier are in that spot right now where they're just kind of stuck behind dead servers, and you can't really experience the game as people did back then, which is a real bummer. Where's your Tanzia chips? In this game, they're Yukumo eggs. I do have some, but I use too many of them, so I'm saving them up again. That hit stop, man. Your brain went to 3U, that's okay. Still 3rd gen, I can see why you'd think of it. Missed. I gotta be careful, I could cart. Just wondering why you play Portable 3rd on an emulator? I just don't really like emulators that much. I'm glad they exist so folks can play the games, but I really like playing on original hardware if I can. I like how they look better. I like basically playing it exactly how it was experienced back in the day. The one downside of it is I can't play multiplayer easily. I might port my save over to an emulator someday to do multiplayer nights for these games, but as of right now, I really like playing on the consoles. It's just a personal thing though. Like I said, I'm really glad that emulators out there exist. It's just, I don't know, it's fun playing on the console for me. But welcome, Testro. How are you doing today? And if you like emulators, why do you like emulators? Feel free and share. Yeah, I'm weird. I like chunky pixels. I like handheld consoles. I'm just odd like that, I guess. I don't know. I'm not alone. There's gotta be other people out there, but I know most folks would prefer like a big HD screen with a controller instead of a little Vita. I am playing on a PlayStation Vita and not a PSP. We did stream off of a PSP for like a year and a half, and then actually this game proved to be too much for the PSP to handle while also using the video capture plugin. There's a custom plugin you can use via homebrew on the PSP to get the video out, and it loads a little bit into the PSP's memory, and this game, being one of the late releases for the PSP, also loads the PSP's memory up pretty heavily, and so there'd be some quests, just a couple quests in the game that would reproducibly just crash the game because it couldn't load both the capture plugin and and the game at the same time. And the Vita, which has a backwards compatible PSP CPU in it, handles that no problem and has a better capture plugin. We got the gem. Nice. It looks better than emulator, Big G. There are some PS3 specific visual effects that do not appear, at least when you're emulating in PPS as PP. I don't know about emulating the PS3 version of Portable Third on a PS3 emulator, but there's a depth of field effect and some... There's two effects. There's two effects that are specific to the PS3 version that don't appear if you're emulating it on the PSP. Or if you're emulating the PSP version. But it looks really nice. It looks really nice on the PS3. My PS3 is a fat PS3. It's one of the old backwards compatible ones, which I wanted because it means I can play the PS2 Monster Hunters on it. And I'll put them over HDMI, which is a big deal because it's not always easy to do that. But that PS3 runs so hot, man. It sounds like a jet engine in here. I need to like put it at the other side of the room and then like have it run. I need to put it right by the window so it can cool itself down and run like a really long HDMI cable over here. Yeah, it's bloom and depth of field. You're right, Sai. Thank you. The bloom actually, it's not overdone. It looks nice. That game looks almost painterly on the PS3, which is probably a bit over dramatic, but it looks really nice. Sorry, bumped the microphone. It also runs very, very smoothly. It runs at a nice, perfectly framed 30 frames per second, or perfectly paced 30 frames a second. Much, much smoother than the Wii U port of 3 Ultimate. All right, see ya, S-Fox. Cheers. Man, we are low on honey. Gotta quit doing naked hunts. You saw a tweet with a picture of how some sprites from Final Fantasy VII were supposed to look on CRT TVs and how they look on modern screens, and the CRT version looks so much better. That's a whole thing too, is a lot of the art for, probably not this game, clearly, but a lot of the older games, 16-bit games, some early 3D games, were definitely designed with CRTs in mind. Mike never giving Wii U 3U a break with its frame rate. I will actually play that game. I will play that version, especially because it's easy to port your save back and forth from 3DS to Wii U. I'll probably play that game a bit on the Wii U to at least have some footage of what it's like, but man, that game runs like a dog. It's like, we're going to run at 60 frames a second, but like out of those 60 frames, a random subset will be duplicates. Just cause Wii U. Hi, Cordial Snail, welcome. You can transfer your save from the PSP over. I think back in the day you could if you hooked up your PSP the right way. Yeah, Ensign Boot. It might involve like putting your memory stick in the PS3. I don't know. I always was porting mine over like with an FTP client. I was like porting over from the memory stick on my PSP to my PC and then porting that over to the PS3. But yes, you can do it. Whether officially like back in the day or via like FTP. Just moving the files around. The Wii U 3U game runs nice compared to the 3DS. Not true, actually. At least on I don't know what it's like on an original 3DS, but on a new 3DS, the new 3DS actually runs smoother than the Wii U does. Because it also targets 60 frames per second and actually hits it some of the time. Sorry, I'm salty about that game. I don't know, that game just... There's no reason it should have run that poorly. That smug smile. I don't even know what I smug smiled about, Uchi. Half the time when people say stuff like that, I'm like, what did I even... I can't even remember what I smug smiled about. It did rock. Okay, we got the gem. We can now make our greatsword. About this 3DS being smoother. High Chieftain's Greatsword. Cool. So that is the early high rank sword, which is what we're looking to do right now. It is pretty cool, Shop. I don't play with it on very often, but I do like it. It's neat seeing a little Monster Hunter diorama. Hello, Zedredge. Welcome, Patty. You come with great news. What is your great news? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it would have been cool if they brought the farm to GU, Sherilyn. Okay, we need to take a look at... We've cleared Baroth now once. We need to take a look at how much of the Baroth stuff we already have or how much we can make. Baroth. Where's Baroth? My beard is stunning. I figured it might have something to do with that. You are too kind, Patty. It's nice to see you. How you been? And thank you for your continual beard love. Okay, here it is. Baroth Helm S. We don't already have it, but we can make it. Okay. We already have the Baroth Male S. Nice. We do not have the Van Braces, but we can make them. Okay, we have the Falds. We don't have the Greaves, but we can make them, so we have the full set now. See, that's part of this, is like we already have a lot of materials left over from our playthrough of this game. Isn't Baroth armor about guard? We're about to find out, yeah. We're doing a challenge where we just make full sets and then use the full set to get to the next one. So we just used the Jaggy full set to take on Baroth. We're about to go ahead and use some Baroth mail to take on, I think, double Roggy. But first I need to make a Baroth weapon as well. Yeah, for me, this challenge is less about the grind of grinding up full sets and more just about like, hey, we're going to take whatever equipment we have right now and we're going to grind until we get the full sets. Oh my gosh, that helm is ridiculous. And then we're going to use it to hopefully take on the next monster. Huh, what? Wow, it gives... What is going on? It gives adrenaline? What? Really? Yeah. Looks like it gives adrenaline +1? It was this way in Try? I didn't remember that. That's so interesting. Okay, so it has Adrenaline 1 and then nothing else, but it has Constitution, Guard, and Attack within easy gemming range. How many slots do we have? 2, 2, 2. So 6 slots. So we can fit in 3 2-slot decos, or we could do 6 1-slot decos. I got the Gunner helmet, did I? Oh, you're right, I did. Whoops! Might have to reload my save if I can't make it. Or we could just fight Baroth again for the heck of it. Hi, Affogato. Hi. There we go. There we go. Okay, so with the Blade Master helm, you get Constitution +1, Potential 1, and Guard 1. That makes more sense. Not up to speed. What's this challenge? This is a full set Festa. So what we're doing is we're making a full set from a monster and then using that full set to grind up the next full set from the next monster. So we just made the full Great Jaggy set and we used it to get some Baroth materials. We're about to, once we finish making a Baroth weapon, we're going to go ahead and use the Baroth set and weapon to take on some Great Roggy stuff. Okay, so we need to look at Baroth equipment right now. Baroth Gunlance, let's take a look. Let's take a look at what Baroth equipment is in this game and we'll decide. We want to take a look at what is on the what's on the armor and what monster we're about to take on. So we're about to take on Great Roggy, and double Great Roggy actually, and we have Adrenaline, Constitution, and Guard. Constitution and Guard makes it sound like this should be a shielded weapon set, shouldn't it? Let's take a look. So this is Baroth weapons, Monster Hunter Rise, Monster Hunter World. Oof. That's just, we don't need to harp on this, but like, oh my god. Portable third weapons. There's a great sword, there's a sword and shield, that would be kind of fun. There's a hammer, there's a hunting horn, there's a lance, a switch axe, and a light bowgun. So there's no gun lance in this game. The lance I think probably makes the most sense, and I've actually never used Baroth lance. I know that that's probably kind of cliche almost, but I feel like either lance or sword and shield. Yeah, it doesn't look like Baroth Gunlance was added until Generations. Votes for Lance? I think Lance makes more sense. The Sword and Shield would be fun, especially because Guard Sword and Shield is kind of neat, but I don't think we'll really need Guard Sword and Shield for Great Roggy, so we'll go with Lance. We'll make that. Okay, let me go ahead and pull up the weapon tree for that. What's it called? It's called the Rugged Lance and the Baroth Carver. You definitely had it? Interesting. That's weird that they didn't list it on there. Let me scroll down a little further. No, it doesn't have 3 ultimate in here for whatever reason. This wiki is so scuffed, man. It goes, ah, yes, of course, the games with Baroth. Monster Hunter Tri, Portable 3rd, and 4 ultimate. It's because it's newer, Cheryl, and that's why. I'm having a hard time finding it in this weapon tree. Let's see if we... I don't think we already have it. Karanico? They didn't have Karanico back then. Like, they don't have Karanico for this game. For 3U, they sure do, but not for this one. Drill Lance. Mega Drill Lance. Spiral Heat, Triukomo, Warren Spear. Lots of maxed out lances. Jeez, look at that. For you, Chronico is also unfinished and slightly inaccurate. That's true. GameFAQs is amazing for free Midnight and Portable 3rd stuff. Yep, that's I have it pulled up right now. Okay, it says that it should go Rugged Lance plus Baroth Carver. I'm looking for that in the weapon tree on GameFAQs. I'm having a hard time finding it. And this is not a, I can't text search this. This is a picture. Diablos. Is it, that's Dobaru, that's Duramboros. Dobaru Spear. Renoplos. Having a hard time finding it in here. Like, it doesn't look like it's on here, or I'm just like really, really blind, but I can't find it. I don't think it's on this chart. You missed it? It's under the Jaggy Lance? Is it? Is this the Jaggy Lance? There's a Jaggy Lance? Here it is. Fang Lance. No, that's... Nope, never mind. That's Barioth, not Baroth. Classic. Hard Bone Lance. Here it is. Okay. Gouging Hosta, Reno Hosta, Ragged Lance plus, Baroth Scalper. So we're going to be going for the Rarity 3 version because we can't do 6. So it's going to go Gouging Hosta, Reno Hosta, Ragged Lance plus. And that's what we're going for is the Ragged Lance plus. Cool. Now, when they say Gouging Hosta, I think they mean Plo Hosta. Yeah, they do. So we need more great Jaggy Claws. It's a bummer it's not craftable straight up, but it's not. Yep, there it is. Okay. Well, we need a great Jaggy Claw. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna... I don't really want to do the whole Bullfongo mask thing again. Oh, and it's low rank Great Jaggy. Never mind. I will use the whole Bofongo Master thing again. I almost did the wrong thing again and took on the high rank Great Jaggy when we just need low rank Great Jaggy. That would have been silly. I want to see you getting Obelisk. We have Obelisk in this game. We used it quite a bit. This was the game where I learned to love Obelisk. It was the first weapon I enjoyed taking on a Devil Joe in the series with, because I really didn't like Devil Joe before this game. I'm still just okay with Devil Joe, but before this it was like, I hate him, I'll never fight him, I avoid him at every cost. This was the game where I finally came to terms with him. Whoops. Enjoy your watering FPS. Also, welcome to our man. I don't know if I welcomed you in. Same with you, Sherilyn. Welcome to both of you. Thank you guys for pointing out where that lance was. I was having a really hard time finding it. As silly as that is. Great Jaggy Claw coming up. I don't have all the time in the world to stream this afternoon. I'm probably going to end around 3 p.m. my time, which is in about 2 hours from now. You're making Baroth Lance so you could use the Jaggy set? I could, yeah. I don't think I'm going to be super duper strict about like if I'm going to farm a miscellaneous thing about what set I use. This is just, it's a low rank Jaggy, so I don't care. But yeah, I could have used my Great Jaggy stuff instead of my Bofongo stuff. I'm trying to make this challenge or this like playthrough less about rules and more about just like, these are our goals. We're trying to accomplish these goals. We're going to do whatever seems fun. When I'm farming repeat monsters, I'm going to use cats just for the heck of it, because I don't normally do that. It's not really supposed to be like a challenge run. It's definitely supposed to just be like a, this is something fun I'm doing to enjoy Portable Third's armors and monsters. Could have used kicks only. It's just not for me. Our breathing even sounds different. Our character's breathing because of the stupid mask. This game's so pretty. This area is one of my absolute favorites in the whole series. Love how a greatsword and trap just trashes the Jaggy. I can think back to a specific, I think it's Omega Blue video. That's just about that, yeah. About 3 Ultimate, I think. No, it's, no, not Omega Blue. Octane Blue, right? There's a specific video that I think a lot of us have seen on YouTube about that. Yep, that one's great too, Sherilyn. Hey, Game God. Technically, we're not really overgeared for this Great Jaggy. Granted, it's a village Great Jaggy, but we're using a low rank hammer. Legendary video, yeah. I like that there are some videos like that that all of us have seen many times, just because they're classics. Just needed 1 claw from him, I think, in order to make the lance we were going to make, which is nice. Didn't have to go out and farm Renopolis or anything like that, at least not yet. Maybe for the next level we'll need to. Oh, I sure do, FPS. I sure do. That's another classic. It's just an automatic message, Sherilyn. If it's really annoying to you guys, I could probably decrease the frequency. Like, I don't know. In general, what do you guys think about those automated messages in chat? I know they're... I try and keep them so they're not super frequent. I think the most frequent one is the spoilers one. I'm not taking it personally. I've been meaning to ask for a little while how you guys felt about those. If they were really disturbing in chat, or if you guys felt like they were just too frequent, I could probably turn them off. Don't like them, but you don't want to be spoiled. So I mean, like, I don't know. I'm really not that uptight about spoilers. I don't know. I could probably turn down that one. I think that's still the most frequent message that happens in chat, and it's probably a little too frequent. Okay, we should be able to make that lance now. Yep. Plo Hasta. Equip it. Let's start upgrading it. Cool. Reno Hasta. Rugged Lance. Baroth Shell. We need 5 of them. I think, is that from, that must be low rank Baroth. We're going to go ahead and use our Jaggy set to take on low rank Baroth and get those shells real quick. Really like sparkling water? I do, yeah. It's tasty. Okay, so that means that, oops, we're going to throw on our new Rarity 4 High Chief's Greatsword. What did you get from Giganox? I haven't gotten the Giganox yet. At least not in this. This full set Festa. Alright. Great Jaggy pieces. Jaggy Helm S. Jaggy Mail S. Isn't it in low rank village? We didn't do low rank village. We started this one stream ago, and we're just starting in high rank. I didn't feel like it would be that interesting to go through all of low rank and then all of high rank where we have to do repeats to some of the monsters. So we're just doing this for high rank. Hey, Walking on the Sun. How am I doing lately? You've been pulling your hair out trying to get a game from 2005 working right on your PC from 2018. That's... Oh, Affogato. Jesus. She's tried to pull all of the wires out. Hang on. Jeez. She actually just jumped up and like grabbed all the wires from my PC and like pulled them. Here's the troublemaker. What do you have to say for yourself? Hmm? What do you have to say for yourself? Meow. You're fine. Okay, we're back. Heard a cat committing sins. She jumped up on the desk and like snagged a bunch of wires that I have on the desk and just started like pulling them because she was trying to climb up. Oh dear. If she'd pulled the right way, the stream would have just been like. Okay. What do we need right now? We need low rank Baroth shells. I'm gonna bring cats. We'll do the low rank hub one, so it takes a little longer. Hang on, I gotta get them some Jaggy gear if I can. Need some more Great Jaggy scraps for that. Whoops. Need a cat for your own. Cats are pretty great. I'm quite happy with my cats. Oh, I didn't make plus, I made low rank scraps. Gosh darn it. Odd choice of Portable 3rd, by the way. They brought True Raw in this one. Yep, this was the first game where the Portable team did that. It's really nice. All right, there we go. Now we're ready to go. We all match. Let's go. Alright, hub, low rank Baroth with our high rank greatsword stuff and some cats with jaggy gear. This looks so silly. Portable team seems to like true numbers. I really like them too. I wish that they would just, as a company, decide what they want for numbers and leave it at 1. Like, I would much prefer if they would decide to keep true raw numbers, but I want them to stop switching back and forth. I'm tired of it. It's frustrating. Portable team has better tastes. No comment. Okay. Sand Brute Baroth. This is low rank hub Baroth with some early high rank gear and some cats. One of the cats is a bomb cat and they can blow us up, so. No, it wouldn't be Ensign Boot. That's the thing, is like I wish they would just add an option to switch back and forth. So you're playing on hard mode? What do you mean? With the cats? You know that low rank Baroth cannot drop a few things, and Village and hub low rank have different drop tables? In this game, really? I wasn't aware. I was thinking we should maybe go ahead and look it up before we hunt this Baroth. Maybe we'll do that. Here, let's go ahead and let's pause. Give me just a minute. We'll pull this stuff up. We'll figure it out. Thank you, Sherilyn. I appreciate you calling it out. It does? Okay, give me a minute. We'll look it up on GameFAQs together. All right, I forget what document that's in. Probably the monster data guide. Yeah, it's in Freeman. Yeah, I know in Freeman Knight that's the case, Young Musa. I didn't know it about Portable 3rd either. All right, so we're on GameFAQs. Yes, Greatsword does get a slap in this game. We're talking about the super low rank versus normal low rank. Is super low rank a thing in this game? We're going to the monster data guide here. This is Barioth, not Baroth. There's Baroth. Oh yeah, look at this. You have low rank, and then you have 1 to 2 guild hall. They are split. That's really interesting. So we need shells. That's all we need from him right now. So in low rank village, body carves give you a 46% chance of Baroth shells, where only 40 in the in the hub. In the hub, it gives you a chance of monster bone L's though, and fertile mud, which you don't even get a chance at. Same with scalps. You can't carve scalps from the body. It's very interesting. If you break his arms, you will 100% get a Barroth shell in Guild Hall, where you'll get a chance for a claw or a shell in low rank village. That's really interesting. That's so you can't go and get Barroth stuff before you advance to the proper rank. Interesting. Capturing him will give us a 6% chance of a shell. So I think it probably makes more sense for us to go with body carves. Yeah, it does. Told you, remember things right? Well, thank you for reminding us. I had completely forgotten about that mechanic in this game. Very interesting. Whack. It is kind of whack, isn't it? Well, now we know. All right, thank you, Amatsu Theme, for providing some nice music while we were looking things up. Sounds like we'll probably actually want to farm low rank village Barroth. If we can't get everything we need from this Barroth quest, then we'll do that. Bonk. Oi, you've been trying to get into Generations Ultimate, but man, it's just led you to failing quests. What's going on, Z Super? A lot of the times that's what learning Monster Hunter is like. Failing a lot of quests. That's okay. Failing quests is definitely part of learning the game. It's kind of hard to learn and just learn everything on the fly. Nice. Hello, Miyabi. Generally, when I have a hard time with quests, like if there's a specific hard quest that I'm really having a tough time with, I'll try and, like, especially if I failed it already a couple times, I'll try and pick out things I think, just small things I think I could do better, and just focus on each of those things one at a time. Like, okay, this one move keeps hitting me. I'm going to try and focus on that one move and get a little better at dodging it. Or I have a hard time landing my move like this, or I'm overcommitting with this one move very often. I'll try and not overcommit with that one move this time and see what that does for me. And just bit by bit, you'll get better. That's true. You could also switch up which style you're using in Generations, but that's just my general advice when you're struggling with stuff in this game, is really try and analyze, okay, what moves are hitting me the most? What's really giving me the most trouble with this monster? Or how am I really screwing up? For me, it might be like I'm missing this particular move over and over and it's getting me hit. Because I will just do that on repeat sometimes. It's interesting having the cats here. And yeah, Young Mosa said it was hard mode bringing along the bomb cat. I just want something interesting. We're like, if I was bringing along some cats, might as well make it interesting, right? Ow. This is the earliest stream you've seen. We do day streams every once in a while, Miyabi. We're gonna do a night stream tonight too. It's just sometimes I have, usually like once a week right now, I have time for a day stream as well. I look tired? Sorry, I don't feel tired. Maybe just because I'm looking down at the screen. The beginning of the game, lack of money and items. Also can't get any other weapons because you're stuck with sword and shield and really can't do anything with the weapon. Well, then go and gather some ore and sell the ore, or use it to craft a new weapon. If you're stuck on sword and shield and you don't like it, then, I mean, you just gotta try out the other weapons, man. There are DLCs that will give you a bunch of weapons and Zenny to start with, like just for free by talking to the mailman cat, or the cat in your bedroom. If you talk to the cat in your bedroom, you can download a bunch of DLC items, but I wouldn't really recommend it. It kind of makes the beginning of the game super duper easy, and I think it's better if you get used to the game. And like, I don't know, learn where to get money and stuff like that. Yeah, hammer's a great choice for a weapon early on, I think. Yeah, you should get one of every weapon at the start, too. Unless you sold them for Zenny. I'm sorry you're having a rough time. Feel free to keep asking questions in chat here or in the Discord. We'll be happy to help you out and try and get you set with the game. Haven't seen any other weapons other than one you start off with. Then you got to go to your equipment box, Z Super, and it'll let you change weapons to another one of the weapons. You'll always start off with all of them for free. Like it always, I guess, not always, but in most of the new games, including Generations Ultimate, you'll start off with one of every weapon in your equipment box in your house. If it's your first time playing through a Monster Hunter game, I'd highly recommend looking up some tutorials on YouTube and kind of following along slowly there. Sometimes the games don't do a great job of tutorializing when you're actually playing through them. Hey, Syphonia. Ow. Yeah, there's an item box in the village, but if you go to your house, there's an equipment box where you can actually change your weapon and your armor out. That's a difference in GU, I think, is some of the item boxes that are out in the village don't let you change your gear, just your items. Yep. I think myself and others are happy to help anybody who's having like a rough time figuring stuff out. We were all that person at one point. Interesting, that. Oh, there's the bomb. Nice. Started with Monster Hunter World and played Monster Hunter 1 a little bit when you were 14. Gotcha. Yeah, there's just going to be some differences from World to GU like that, where you can't get your weapons and your equipment from every box, just some of the boxes. And no worries, it's totally understandable kind of getting used to those differences. Yep, in your house, you'll be able to both talk to the cat in your house, so it'll give you a lot of items for free if you want them. I think it kind of cheapens the early experience. I wouldn't really recommend it, but if you're really frustrated with the game, then it'll definitely alleviate some of your Zenny frustrations. And then also you'll be able to switch your weapon in there too. Alright, that was a low-rank Hub Baroth with Greatsword and Cats. Nice, we need Baroth shells. We need 5 Baroth shells, so if we get 3 shells... Oh, we got a Ridge. Hopefully we get some. Depends on the point in the game you're at, Miyabi. Greatsword's fun. Love this quest complete theme. This game is just cozy. Consumable sharpening sucks. You get used to it. It's kind of a silly system, and like, I don't know, they could have made it infinite sharpening a lot longer ago, I think. You don't really ever run out. You can buy 20 whetstones from the shop almost immediately, and they're not that expensive. If you actually sharpen 20 times in a quest, that's crazy. Yeah, it'll definitely take some getting used to. Z Super, may I recommend a YouTube series called What's the Difference from Herney. Herney on YouTube takes basically Monster Hunter World weapons and shows you what's the difference between World weapons and GU weapons. And it's a really nice way, if you're familiar with something in World, it's a really nice way of seeing how that weapon is played in GU, at least a little bit. Here, I'll get you a link to it. 1 second here. What weapon were you most comfortable with in Monster Hunter World, Z Super? I think we got all the shells we needed. Hello, Decentus. Alright, Rugged Lance. And I don't think we can... It'll be Rugged Lance plus. We need a few more... Wow, we need a lot more Baroth Ridge. Wow. That's a lot of Baroth Ridge to get to the Rarity 3 one. You were a gun main for 4 years, but now just play anything with good stats and Charge Blade? Okay, I guess... Do you know what weapon you think you'd like to start picking up in GU? You said it's not Sword and Shield. I'm just trying to link you to the right video to start off with. Herney's got some really good videos for this, so I just wanted to make sure I gave you the right one. Can we still get Baroth Ridges from Hub? No, you're gonna get Ridge Plus from high rank. So, let's see. What's gonna give us the better chance at Ridges? Looks like low rank Village gives us a 29% chance of Ridge from Body Carve versus 25 in the Hub. Capturing is going to give us a 27 and a 28 chance percent of a ridge, depending on which you're in there. So I guess between the two... Probably want to do a low-rank village one. Yeah, we'll want to cut its tail and capture it. Strong arm, maybe? Huh? What's strong arm? They might not understand what adept means, Sherilyn. If you're first getting used to Generations Ultimate, they're gonna need some primers to even understand some of the lingo like that. It takes a minute to understand what styles and arts are like. I gotta go by the farm real quick. Adept Bowgun definitely made it, or Adept Light Bowgun definitely made it easy for me as a first-time player to get into Light Bowgun. I did a little bit of gunning in my first game when I first played MH. Strong arm looks like an axe? You mean switch axe? I guess I'm not asking like what weapon you want to make from the Smithwright route. I guess just like what type of weapon are you looking to learn first? Hang on. Okay, Petrified Strong Arm. That is a Charge Blade? I'm looking at it now. Hang on. Strong arms or charge blades? Okay, it's a charge blade. Then here, hang on. Let me get you the charge blade video. Charge blade plays pretty differently in Generations Ultimate, but that's okay. It's still really fun. Okay. Z Super. Here is a link. No, you're all good, Z Super. You're good. Here is a link to a video that's going to kind of go over some of the high level, like just an overview of some of the changes in how Charge Blade will play. That whole series from Herney will give you a good idea of how some things work in GU. And like I said, feel free to ask here or ask in the Discord. Like if we're not streaming, there's a lot of us who hang out in the Discord. I'm almost always available in the Discord for discussion, so please feel free to reach out if you want help. Yep, Gaijin Hunter also has great videos explaining how to play each of the weapons. Enjoy hard weapons? Charge Blade's decent. Like, Charge Blade's decently technical. Alright. This time it's going to be low rank Village Baroth, because we need some more ridges. That's what I usually say every night when I need more brain wrinkles for this stream. We need more ridges. Hey, Gecko. Right now we're making the Baroth Lance. We're going to be using it to take on some Roggy. New game? Not a new file, no. We're using our old file and we're going through High Rank Hub. We're farming up a full set of armor and then using that full set to farm up the next monster's full set of armor. So we just finished farming up Great Jaggy stuff. Now we're using Great Jaggy stuff to farm up Baroth stuff. And we're going to use that Baroth stuff to farm up Great Roggy stuff. We're just kind of going in order. Just a way to enjoy Portable Third some more, collect some full sets up, and maybe use some skills and some sets you might not usually see, because I don't usually use full sets very often, so this is pretty different for me. Bonk. Full sets are underrated. That's kind of what we're exploring here. Cats. I'm also bringing cats along when we've done for like repeat quests on monsters, just cause. Not because I really think I need it, just because it's also different than how I usually play. I'm just kind of trying to enjoy some different kinds of play. Aw. Whiff feels bad. Hang on, I'm actually going to send Z Super one more video here. Sorry, I was thinking about it. I didn't want to forget.
Everyone's favorite Swiss Army knife.
Hey, it's Gaijin. Whoops. Z Super, I'm linking you one more video in the chat here. Oh gosh, I can't type. What the heck? There we go. Yeah, I would watch this one and the Herney one, and that will kind of give you at least a little bit of an intro into like, oh, okay, here's what these styles things are. Here's how this move, here's how the moves work in this game. It'll give you a little bit of a starting point. Do I know what Gaijin said about Mephisto's confusion? I don't, no. At least, not that I remember. Just get good? I mean, what else are you gonna do? It was on the Third Fleet podcast. I've listened to a few episodes of the podcast that they've done. It's pretty nice. I'm glad there seem to be more and more Monster Hunter podcasts popping up. It makes me happy. Right, we're supposed to cut the tail, I forgot. Alright, he's leaving. We got a shiny drop here. Give me a ridge! That's not a ridge. Which way is he going? He's going this way. Portable Third was only released in Japan. That is correct, B-Train. Yep. Also, welcome. Like aerial charge blade, though it doesn't work right? I like aerial charge blade. That was actually one of the ways I first learned charge blade in the series. Yep, this is an English patched PSP game. Whoops, I missed. Not much more satisfying than that. Just a tail. Have I told Lungo that they're in the game? I showed Annie, but I have not told the cats that are in the that they're in my game. They probably wouldn't know what to do with that fact. Cat stagger, nice. There's a shiny drop there. I got you, Big G. To each their own. No rolling to slap in this game. Feels bad, man. Can you break the habit to slap? Maybe. Alright, see you, Sherilyn. Cheers. That's the limp. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Killed with the slap. Got a ridge, that's good. We need like 5 or 6 ridges or something absurd like that. Another one, nice. Didn't take too long to do this quest, so farming up this land shouldn't be too bad. It's neat that there's so much to appreciate in that game, Big G. Is this like a challenge run? It's just it's a different style of play than we usually do. So I'm having a hard time deciding what to call this. It's not a run. It's not a playthrough. What this series is about is basically we're farming up one monster's full set, and then we're using that full set to farm up the next one. So we just farmed up Great Jaggy, Greatsword, and Armor, and we're using that to farm up a Baroth Lance and the Baroth set, and then we're going to use that stuff to farm up a Great Roggy set and a Great Roggy weapon. There's another ridge. All right, we got most of them. I think we maybe need 1 or 2 more. Sorry, Shup. We've already beaten this game. I've already played through all Portable 3rd here, so we're just going through and collecting full sets, kind of. All right, this is for a Lance upgrade. The Rugged Lance to the Rugged Lance Plus. We need one more Ridge, so I think one more quest should do it. I'm going to really quickly use the bathroom, and then we'll keep going. Can I use a gesture out here? I can't. That's fine. Yukumo, yes, indeed. I'll be right back, and we'll keep going with some more Baroth. See you guys in just a moment. Okay, we're back. Back in time for another low-ranked Baroth. Fainted, that's okay. It happens. Like I said, it's hard to learn without fainting. I imagine it's probably kind of tricky coming back from World and getting used to the healing in place. I always feel a little bit different when I come back from World and have to start doing that again. It'll come with time. Especially, like, both come with time as you get used to just doing it, and also once you get used to the monsters. Obviously, if you're hunting a bunch of monsters you haven't hunted before, it's pretty tough to know what openings are going to be safe. Some people will recommend when you're first encountering a new monster, just kind of walking around it in a circle for the first like 2 to 3 minutes and kind of seeing what it does when you're walking around it. Sometimes it helps you recognize what moves it'll take a big pause after, or what the moves are like. Want to get all the Monster Hunter games? It's a noble goal. They're all worth playing. They all have a different kind of difficulty, slightly from one another. They're all going to be a slightly different balance of like, this one's challenging in this way, this one's challenging in this other way. Like in this one, the health pools are really big. In this one, the movesets are kind of old and like simple, so you have to kind of figure out how to get them into the monsters. In this one, the monster's really fast. It's like all over the place. 1 sucked, but it was still fun to play. We're going to be going back and playing one of the versions of Monster Hunter 1 later this year. After we beat Monster Hunter Rise, that's where we're going next, is first generation. That hurts. That really hurts, game. Yo, stop with the shenanigans, Barra. Does Freedom 1 have tilt controls? Tilt controls? Do you mean analog stick controls? No, it was the first game to implement the PSP controls. Because it was on the PSP. It was the first game that had the button controls, because there's only one stick on the PSP. Have to use it for movement and not for attacks. Welcome back, Ben. You meant tilt controls? Then no. No, Freedom 1 does not have tilt controls. Bonk. Bonk. You're playing on a PS Vita? I am, yeah. There's the tail cut. Nice. I think that was the only reg we needed. So we could triple now if we wanted to. But no, we'll finish the fun. We'll finish the fight. Ease. Can't weather through that attack. Is it possible to play on a Vita? Thought it's PSP only. The PlayStation Vita has a PSP CPU core inside of it, so it has perfect backwards compatibility available. In the US, I think you can only purchase Monster Hunter Freedom Unite from the store, but if you have a backup of a portable 3rd UMD, you can load it on with custom firmware and play it backwards compatible on the Vita. Yep, built into the PS Vita's CPU is a MIPS CPU core, which is the same CPU core that was in the PSP. Or you can, yes, you can buy it from the Japanese PSN store. Guess I'm gonna get a Vita. The Vita is really nice for Freedom 1, Freedom Unite, Portable 3rd. It's a great system for those. The resolution of the screen is exactly twice that of a PSP, which means everything scales up perfectly with no blur or stretching or anything. Looks awesome. Like if you're on the fence and you don't have a PSP or a Vita and you want to play these games on like original hardware, the Vita is the way to go. It also has a much more like mature or much more modern homebrew scene, which is a lot more useful. And like, which version of the Vita? I have a Silver 1000. Hi, Ken. How you doing today? Whoops, I bumped the mic, sorry. Nice, got a couple extra ridges there. A little rough, I'm sorry. But well enough? Well enough, good. I'm sorry you're having a rough day. I had kind of a rough week or two, but I'm all right too. I'm making it through. The battery doesn't stay charged very well. I've been surprised with mine. I can leave mine for weeks and weeks and I'll come back and the charge is still there. All right, we should be able to make that bear off lance now. Okay, so there's the Baroth Lance. The next one would be a high rank one, so we're not going to make that. Yes, I decided on Lance. We're going to be using Lance to take on Great Roggy, or actually 2 Great Roggy. Alright, let's go ahead and change into our Baroth full set, and we'll go to town. Do I have 2 Baroth helms? I made an extra one. That feels bad. Yes, all the Vita 1000 models, the thicker models have OLED displays, and then the newer 2000 models, which are slimmer and have better battery life and have a micro USB port, the 2000 series have LCD displays. All right, Constitution +1, Adrenaline +1, Guard +1, Raise Hunger. What do you guys think? Should we gem things or no? I feel like it's kind of part of the set. What is the negative skill? I was less talking about gemming out the negative skills and more talking about gemming up the positive skills. Gem skills that are already on it but can't get rid of bad skills either. Makes sense. How about you can only gem in what's on the armor, making its skills better? That seems neat. As long as I have the jewels, yeah, I won't go and farm up a bunch, I don't think. So what do we need right now? We need 5 points for guard. Oh man, we're gonna... That's the thing, is we also are gonna have to search through for our decorations too, which is like, it's been so long since I've played this game, I have no idea where those decorations live. There we go, we have some Iron Wall jewels. They give 3 points in guard. So 2 of them will be enough. Which leaves us with a few 2 slots, I think. Yeah, we're gonna have 4 slots left over for other skills, which is kind of nice. Guard 2. We could get Adrenaline, or we could get... I don't know if we could get Constitution up. We have 4 slots. Let's take a look at the Constitution decos. I don't know what they're like in this game. Is it this one? Is there an Adrenaline deco? Let's see what Adrenaline is called first. Adrenaline is called Potential. And Constitution is plus Constitution, I guess. I guess I can view by skills. Yeah, let's just do that instead. Wow. Could have done that to begin with. Oh, here's Constitution. Yeah, we could go ahead and make these. Although we'd have to go hunt one because we don't have 2 of them. Or we don't have 2 fins. Or I guess we could probably do 1 2 jewel and 2 1 jewels, right? Yeah, we could do that. Let's do that. That way we don't have to farm anything up. Guard +2, Constitution +2, Adrenaline 1, and Raise Hunger. Who needs attack up? Let's go take on some Roggy. Or something like that. Something like that. Full Baroth, glorious indeed, isn't it? It's fun. It's just kind of fun making these outfits and then going out and killing monsters in them. Polisher is nice, let's use that. I didn't look at, didn't look at really what this lance is like. It's got decent green sharpness, but that affinity's rough. Oh well. Okay, so we have Roggy, and then we have purple Ludroth actually before regular Ludroth. We'll be taking on regular Ludroth with the purple Ludroth set, and then we'll be taking on Kurapeko with the Ludroth set. And I think that'll be the last, yeah, Kurapeko will be the last thing we farm up in this first rank of high rank. That's nice, we have a couple more monsters still. Right, double Great Roggy. I don't know if I've ever made this lance. Got a nice noise to it. It's like those tri-way Nintendo screwdrivers, that's funny. Oh, negative crits for days, baby. Whoops. It's nice to be wearing full armor again. I try to do a power guard just now. Oops. Even with full armor, he still has a decent amount of damage. We haven't upgraded the armor at all. But yeah, he does. Oh, we bounced. We bounced with the charge on his face. That feels awful. Oh, there's two of them now. Okay, I think our Ragi is still here? Yeah, our Ragi is the one that's still attacking us. Come on, Polisher. Ugh. Has claimed the Ragi? No, there's two great Ragi here, so I'm keeping track of which one we've already started attacking, that's all. Guard slap KO! Ow. Alright, he's taken off. Cool. No more long-range poison. Ah. I didn't know the difference when you broke the sack. I knew it probably did something, but I didn't actually know the exact thing it changed about the matchup. Yo. Stop. Ooh, I just realized we get to make the Great Ragi set, and that's exciting because the Great Ragi set is awesome. Yeah, the sound design for the lance when you put it away and stuff is really nice. This is your current guard set, guard 2 set in 3U. Nice! We're rocking guard 2 Constitutions 2 on it right now. Only one weapon I can make for Ragi? I don't know. The first weapon that comes to mind for me is the Ragi bow, but I don't know what other people would think. We'll take a look. Dual blades? Are they even in this game? The pistols? We'll take a look at what the different Ragi designs are. I feel like he's got some pretty nice ones. Ouch. Is that one limping? There we go. I have not gotten a single counter off on this guy. He's so quick. Yeah, definitely the first thing that comes to mind for me is bow. So it's Gunner Ragi time? I guess you're right. I should probably choose the weapon before I make the set, just in case I need the Gunner set. It would be really poor if I made the whole Blade Master set and then needed a Gunner weapon. Yeah, I think Ludroth... is what... Purple Ludroth is actually what comes next after this. Oddly enough. We're just going by the order that the quests appear in the hub, and Purple Ludroth comes before regular Ludroth. Yeah, once we're done farming our Ragi stuff up, that's what we'll be fighting. I would guess that we'll be saving that for next time. I'm only going to be streaming another hour or so. That's a lot of negative crits, man. Ugh, Roggy. That feels bad. Is he able to heal the sack? I don't think so. Didn't limp. Weird. Gosh, this guy is so pretty in this area. That vibrant green and blue. So pretty. Let's go find the other Roggy. I think I hear him. Nope, I just heard the little ones. Never mind. Here he is. All right, let's go ahead and paintball him. Or not. Or something like that. Hello, Aluka Plus. It's good to see you. How are you doing? We're doing well today. Enjoying some portable third. It's kind of accurate. I felt like it was a decent rendition. Welcome back, FPS. I bet your plants are happy. Pofango! Dude, so many small mobs. Oh my goodness. Doing fine? Good. I feel like I haven't seen you around at least in a little bit. I hope you've been well and had some fun with Monster Hunter. I think 93C would be like... 93C wouldn't be humanly livable. Great Macau, he was almost done for. You'll get it, Z Super. You will. Just think about stuff that you did good that time. It's always nice, like, when you set those little goals like I was talking about earlier, like when it's like, okay, I'm going to try and dodge this move more, or I'm going to try and use this move for my weapon more and land it more often. Even if you fail the quest, it means you still could have made progress. That's how I like thinking about it. See you, B-Train. Cheers. I'm gonna preemptively sharpen. I think we already did pretty recently, but I don't know. Sharpening in the same area as him is kind of a mess. With bigger monsters that have nice openings for sharpening, it's not so bad, but against like drones, it's kind of rough. Oops. I'm glad you're liking it, Patty. Cheers. Oops. Isn't this monster also in Rise? Yes, Game God, of course. Thank you, B-Train. Cheers. I'll post back in the Discord if we decide to get something from it. Playing the Pokemon MOBA is fun, but is it pay to win? Yeah, it's a bummer. I'm just bummed with its name. I don't want other people to call something Unite when it's the same as Free Unite. When I say Unite, I want it to be about Monster Hunter, not a Pokemon MOBA. Whoops, I was trying to do a lance charge there, but of course it didn't work. So is full set Fiesta anything more than just only using full sets and their respective weapons? It's a series right now where we're farming up a full set and a weapon, and then we're using that full set and a weapon to take on the next monster. So right now we just farmed up the Baroth full set and the lance, and we're going to use it to farm up the Roggy full set and a Roggy weapon, and then we'll use that to take on the next monster and so on. It's just a way of kind of progressing through the hub, enjoying the monsters, collecting some gear, and probably using some sets and weapons you might not usually see used. Please no poison. No! Thank you, Roggy. Is this your old file? Yep, it's the same file as before. Yep, same file where we've already beaten the game. So we already have some materials. It's less about the grind of it for me. Like, the series is less about, like, let's look at how much grind it would take to grind up all the full sets. And, like, no, it's just more like, I just want to go through and experience all these monsters again and enjoy some sets and weapons that we might not have always used in the past. Ah! Roggy! Grr. Get him! Go, Lance Charge, go! No! Love moves that share inputs. I'm gonna cap this one. Was playing more cautiously and getting in when you can, but he keeps going to areas where there's more monsters and you get comboed to death. Well, then I would say probably try and pick off those little monsters. It's a pain to, but I bet you'll get used to taking out the little monsters quicker and quicker. Once they're gone, I mean, he'll call more eventually, but you can keep killing them. It's just kind of tough to balance, but I bet you'll get used to it. You can. So maybe that's your goal for next time, is get a little bit more used to picking off the small monsters while you're fighting. Sometimes it's just like lining up your hits so it hits both the Great Macau and the little ones, and other times it's like, okay, I need to go and like attack these little ones because they're obnoxious as hell. Like, it's a little bit of both sometimes. It does feel pretty distinctly different, doesn't it, Fish? What's the 2-slot value mechanic? In Monster Hunter World, a lot of decorations were spread across like 1 slot, 2 slot, 3 slot, obviously. And then 4 slot, I guess. But it was kind of a mix of like, oh, some of the decos that boost your attack are 1 slots. Some of the decos that boost your attack are 2 slots. Some of the decos that boost your attack for a given weapon are 3 slots, that kind of thing. In Rise, it's pretty clearly cut off, where in Rise, most 1 slots are comfort or defensive skills, and most of the skills that you really care about, whether it's like stamina boosting skills, guard boosting skills, attack boosting skills, sharpness boosting skills, they're almost all 2 slots and 3 slots, and those slots are kind of rare, and so it makes you really have to make decisions about what skills you want on your set, because they're all 2 slots and how you're going to fit them all in, which is way more interesting than being able to fit in all the skills you want all the time. So I'm happy with that. Got another Bird River gem. And like, World had that to an extent with some of its skills, but it was a lot more spread out, where you were able to gem in a lot more of whatever you wanted. Probably so, Fish. Okay, let's take a look at the Roggy gear. Let's take a look at the Roggy gear. So we're going to be hunting Royal Ludroth. Or something like that. So in Portable 3rd, you have the longsword, the sword and shield, and the bow. I really like the sword and shield and the bow. I don't really like the longsword that much, but I don't know if... I mean, I think I've already used the bow in this game. It'd be kind of fun to use bow, I think. So maybe we use that? I don't know. I think I'd have to craft a fresh one, because I'm pretty sure our current one is endgame scaled, and I don't really want to use endgame weapons at this point in the game. We're trying to use rank appropriate weapons. Yeah, Dirty Revolver is rare 4. No, never mind. It's just a really good rare 4 bow. Never mind. We'll probably use that. I think we will go ahead and make the ranged Roggy set if we don't already have it. I don't know what it gives, but we'll find out. We don't have it. Gives eating and constitution. Hey, if it gives constitution, that'll be nice. I think, what else does it give? Looks like, yeah, constitution with some poison up. Yeah, it's just a really strong bow. I remember it being good for that particular reason. Yeah, okay. Well, let's start with the bow. We already have the bow. Do you have to say, though, that Rise seems super short for a Monster Hunter game? I don't personally agree with that. I think it's got a lot. It's got way more content than Monster Hunter World had when it was high rank. I don't know about way more. It has more content. I'm really happy with it, but I play through the game super weird, so I don't know. Doesn't have an endgame loop World had. I think World's endgame loop was like Hot Garbo, so I'm not bummed about that. We need Bathosite ore to make the Roggy coat. I just don't think Monster Hunter games need endgame grinds. I don't know, like, I don't know what people want from an endgame grind. I guess here, I'll ask this. Would you guys be happy if there were just random decorations and 3 tempered monsters you were fighting over and over, and that was the endgame grind? Is that what you want? That is what you want. Okay. May I recommend a game for you? It is called Monster Hunter World. It exists. I'm sorry, I'm being snarky about that. I really didn't like how World handled its endgame stuff at all. Want a whole bunch of gear to make, like, from a laundry list? Well, I think Rise has that for you. I don't know. I'm probably not in a great place to really have that conversation right now. Okay. Wow, that is quite the look with the color we have on right now. All right, let's go get some Bathosite. I don't know. I think why I feel like I'm a little bit frustrated with people wanting an endgame loop for every entry in the Monster Hunter series is, like, not every game has to be like that. Maybe the expansion is, maybe not the base game, whatever, but I don't know. You get really burnt out if every Monster Hunter entry just has this massive grind at the end of it. It's refreshing to have some games where it's like, hey, there are just tough hunts and you collect the gear and that's the game. Like, that's Monster Hunter.
Hi. Oh, nice.
I don't know. I think people complain when there's too much of a grind. People complain when there's no grind. I don't know if people know what they want. Rise doesn't have that many tough fights. I mean, think it has about the regular amount for a high rank game. Has a few Elder Dragons. It has some boosted up versions of a couple monsters. I think that's pretty regular, isn't it? I think it has more tough fonts than World did. I think the advanced quest could have been boosted up a good bit. That's fair. They'll definitely feel tough to me. Oops. Going the wrong way for mining. Wasn't being fair. High rank games are not the same as G rank. Yeah, and like I don't think it's wrong to kind of expect some of that stuff from a high rank game. I feel like people are expecting like an entire expansive G rank level of like game and then end game grind from a high rank game, and it's weird. When you guys say DLC, do you mean events? Like the events don't feel that souped up? I do wish the events were harder or more unique. I think people who are complaining about the events, I think, are kind of spot on, and like they could be a lot more interesting or more challenging, or give you actual like armor and stuff. They're a bit of a bummer. I kind of felt like I was thinking about the events and how the events are kind of lackluster. I was thinking about like I'm glad they're there, but it kind of feels to me how like the weapon designs felt in World in terms of like. Maybe this is just a symptom of them moving to a much higher level of production in terms of like the visuals and the models and everything. And in World, they cut it out there where there were just like not that many great weapon designs. And in Rise, I think it's pretty clear that they just don't have a lot of extra cosmetic armor to throw around, or else they would be releasing it. I think it's also a bummer that the cosmetic armor they have had, they've released mainly as paid DLC. I think that doesn't really help things either. Yeah, and that too, Vio. That's the rough part, is like, there's not, I mean, like, Monster Hunter is going to change for you when you've played a bunch of them. Okay, I'm done with these. Like, as you play through the series, you are going to experience it differently. And so it's kind of hard to expect the games to always feel the same as they always did when you're changing along with them. Like, I know I'll never have an experience quite like when I first played through Generations Ultimate and Freebie Night. So it's a tough thing. I'm really pleased with Rise. I think it iterated 5th Gen's challenge, like difficulty design in a pretty decent way. I think it had some interesting new ideas. I think it's not perfect, but I think it's a really solid Monster Hunter game. I think it's a bummer that, however it all shook out, people seem pretty upset about the fact that like most of the content that they've added so far has been very front-loaded and not spread out. I think it's a bummer that the paid DLC is clearly kind of getting a bit of a boost, bit of a focus in Rise, but in general, I just think it's a really great game. Yeah, it's like if they had made it kind of 50-50 even Vio, it would feel better. We're like, oh, 50% of the cosmetic armor is like in the events and 50% is in the DLC, but it's like, it's not even near that. It's like, here are 2 pairs of sunglasses, and then on the other side in the paid DLC, here are like 3 or 4 full layered armor sets that you can't get any other way. It's like, It does have a lot in World Iceborne, but it's not. I think you've seen like a gradual uptick. It felt like maybe like like not even a third of the cosmetic like extra content was DLC in World, and then like it was a little closer to half in Iceborne, probably not quite half, and then it feels like it's way over half in Rise to me. Like that dial is just being cranked, and it's like, oh guys, it hurts. I mean, that's something I feel Z Super is like the players are way too strong, but it's an interesting balancing issue. Not Pelagisite, Bathosite. Let me try mining in the farm. Maybe we'll get lucky and get one Bathosite here. I mean, I know it works. I'm a person they're not selling. Like, I mean, it'd be even worse if they were selling gear, like upgrades to your damage. That would really suck. But I mean, to take all of the cosmetic stuff that used to be a fun treat in the events and then put it into DLC and leave the events kind of barren is really a bummer. Been thinking a lot about making a long form video on difficulty in Monster Hunter. Think you have your thoughts pretty concretely set out. Vio, I would watch the hell out of that. Yeah, that's true. There's a lot that goes into a good video like that. MH needs more of them. I don't think that was intended, Rock Spider. I think that's pretty clear that that was not intended. I mean, like, nobody knows. Nobody knows for sure what was intended. But I don't think that that was particularly intended to be the way that that was supposed to roll out. So I don't think you're gonna catch anybody going, ah, this is the best way for them to handle the stories from here on out. It's like, just put it in an update. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna really champion that idea that much. It felt weird to me, Fish Kebab. It feels weird that you can't really get to the end. It feels like the game doesn't have an end. Like you're just kind of waiting like, oh, well, where's the ending? It's not here. Where's my HR unlock? All right, we need Pelagisite here. I'll bring cats this time. Yeah, but I mean, even if the game releases after people are going back to work, Rock Spider, that game's been in development for like 3 to 5 years. So when at least a year of that, especially the last year of it, was like greatly influenced by that, just like the couple months leading up to release are not something you can take into account and be like, hey, at least the last couple months people weren't working from home. Like, no, it's a whole year of that kind of turmoil is going to affect a lot of industries in a lot of ways. Bye, Ken. Thank you for being here. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Hello, Draconic Stormy X. Sorry, I got the wrong ore. That was my bad. I think I put away my pickaxes. I put around my pickaxes. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to leave Ludroth until next time, but we will get to finish this setup, which is nice. Is the online of Monster Hunter GU dead? GU's not dead. It won't be as populous as something like World or Rise, but you'll still find people playing it. That is quite the username. I'm just going to say the first couple digits of it, which is 2603. Thanks for the follow. Welcome. Okay, let's grab some pickaxes. Let's try that again.
Hi.
Trying to get anyone to join you, but you couldn't get any luck. There are probably less people doing the earliest stuff in the game, but there are probably some people around. This is probably not, I mean, this is probably not peak time for folks to be playing. I guess it depends on what part of the world you're in, but I would imagine more people are going to be playing in a couple hours from now. But there are definitely still people playing that game. Yeah, I think they are, Kyrule. I think they've been playing along with the stream. Kyrule and Z Super, if y'all want to get together in the Discord and play, that'd be an easy way of doing it. Yeah, there are definitely still people playing it. That's not Affogato Lungo. Nope, it's not. I brought these cats along because they're max level and I'm just gathering. Still rank 1 because you can't get the monster hunted. That's okay. Yeah, what you don't want, Z Super, is you really don't want somebody from the end of the game to come down and do what's called carrying, where they kind of carry you through. That will really do you a disservice. Like, if you're having a tough time beating the Macau, that's just fine. But if someone carries you through to some of the toughest hunts and you're just like, wow, now I'm at these toughest hunts and I don't know how to do them. Like, it really is important to kind of learn your way through the game, I think. I think it'll really be both getting yourself into a rough situation when you skip over a lot of the learning that happens in, like, low rank and high rank. And also, I mean, you'll just be missing out on a lot of the game. GU is such a nice, big, long game. There's no need to rush it. God, these Ludroth are just crazy. Okay. I think we got the ore we needed. I know what you clipped, Uchi. This is when someone stinks up the room. They've played World and Monster Hunter 1 a long time ago, they said, Quill. So they've played old Monster Hunter for a long while ago, and they played World more recently, but I think it's their first time stepping back to the older ones. Well, yeah, you're just trying to get through the first hunt and see a bit more of the game before your mind says give up. Well, you can do it, Z Super. You really can. I believe in you. I do. And it looks like there are folks in chat who wouldn't mind helping you out, so it is easy to talk and get hubs going in the Discord. I'm not trying to plug it just for like the sake of plugging a Discord, but these folks who are here in chat often do hang out in our Discord and help people out there, so check it out if you want to. Here, I'll put them. There's a link to the Discord there. I always feel like a salesman when I'm like, oh yeah, you should see how much Monster Hunter you can fit in this bad boy. Pat's trunk of Discord. It's just like, I don't know. It is a nice place to be. Favorite Monster Hunter game? I don't really have a favorite. I think that they all have like different things that make them feel pretty unique and special to play through. There are a couple ones that are pretty special to me. I really like Freeman Knight. It really influenced how I play the games a lot when I played through that game, but I don't really have a favorite. I don't, Uchi, honestly. Like, I think I used to say it kind of as a lie where I was like, they're all worth playing. I don't really have a favorite, but it's really Free Night. But like, I don't really have a favorite. 4 Ultimate was an amazing year of my life playing 4 Ultimate. But I don't know. I don't know what a favorite of mine would be. I really like playing all of them. I want to play all of them all the time. They really do all have different things that make them different experiences and different challenges and really worth experiencing. Can you play low rank, high rank GU with a 3DS? With a modified 3DS, yes, you can. Yep, you have to get an English patch double cross and then set up a patch the right way to make it work. Okay, let's finish this set and we'll call it good there. Okay, there we go. Let's see. What does this set give? Set gives speed 1, constitution 1, and then poison and status. Okay. Why don't we try and get constitution 2 and then poison and status if we can? Was that poison res? Yo. Oh, that's poison res. That's perfect for purple Ludroth. That's nice. How many slots do we have to work with? 2, 3, 5, 6. 6 slots. Let's get poison negate first. It's probably just a 1 slot that we need. Do we have that? Probably not. Probably not. No, we don't. At least not here. This is coding add. Did you get Kappa hat again instead of Helm? Well, this is a gunner set, so yeah, I did. I think this is the right one. These are 2 slots. We need some Roggy hide to make that decoration. What about status? I saw that deco. That takes Banabra stuff. We could make some. Okay. We need one of our Constitution decos, which I think was in our Baroth set. So let's go ahead and nab that out of the Baroth pieces. Baroth with a green armor set. Or one of these green helms. Okay. The item box is full. Why do you have so much Banabra stuff? We were probably farming for some of the rare drops. The item box is full. Again. Alright, anything that's over 500 is getting sold. So that means you, Might Seeds. Okay. Needle berries, scatternuts, dragonfell berries. Stink hoppers can probably go. One of the god bugs can probably go. Bitter bugs can definitely go down a bit. Same with flash bugs. Thunder bugs are good. Okay. Ore can probably also get sold down. Jesus! So many earth crystals. I know that this is like triggering to somebody. I'm sorry. I don't need more than 500 earth crystals. I just don't. Okay. How much space does that free up? Probably not that much. It frees up like a row and a half. Jeez. So much stuff. Not enough space. Oh dear. Why do decorations have to go in there? This is atrocious. I mean, like, I have a lot of items. We could probably sell down some more of those, but like, it's not like I have a lot of too many things. I don't know. It's just weird. Those decos should really go in the equipment box, not in the items box. IMO. Like, we'll just start putting random decos into armor pieces to free up box space. There's Constitution 2. Status, I think we just made a couple of decos for that. We'll save that one for the poison deco, I think. Oh, this should be perfect, actually. Where's that status jewel? I just made them. There it is, okay. Disabler. That's such a weird name for that. Alright, we have Constitution 2, Speeding 1, Attack, Stats Attack plus 1, Defense down. That's kind of cool. I don't mind that we have Defense down on there. And then let's go ahead and get Poison in there when we set. This is going to be a great little set here. We just need to go get some Roggy Carves. What coatings does this bow support? This bow supports power, poison, paint, and sleep. Nice. Wow, we have less than 100 sleep herbs. That's a bummer. I'm actually not going to bring those then. I'm going to tempt myself with that. Sleep coating on the Roggy Bow. Well, we have Stats Attack up 1, so it'll help some. That Poison Negate is going to be super duper nice. Look at these cats. Look at their armor. Alright, I think we just need regular low rank Roggy scales. Let me double check here, but I'm pretty sure that's what we need. Yeah. We need low rank Roggy hide. Is there a Roggy slaying quest? Great Roggy. Doesn't look like there's one in the village. There might be one in low rank hub. Yeah, I have just enough time to do this and then we'll end for the day. Having a flatbread pizza? Nice. Flatbread pizza is the way to be. Great Roggy. Bummer. Doesn't look like there's a Roggy quest. Oh well, we'll just do a gathering quest then. Okay. Right, and there's no gunner pouch in this game, so all your coatings and everything live in your item bag. I forgot. Oh, 3rd generation Monster Hunter. Your small boxes and your small item bags. Okay. Well, let's go find some Roggy. Oh, right, and there are boosted coatings in this game. I forgot. Poison effect up, sleep effect up, and status effect up. Yo, this is gonna work. I wonder if those stack. They probably do. All right, no Roggy here. Look at these pants, dude. Look at this set. We are styling. Trying to remember the bow controls. Know some who hate this look. It's a bit skimpy, but I mean, I don't know. It's still a cool armor design. I wish it wasn't as skimpy as it is, but I like the actual cowboy look to it. Just a bunch of freaking Kelby. How far are you on Rise? We've beat the final story boss in Valstrax, and we're just waiting. We're farming up some end games, well, not end game, but we're farming up some late game sets before taking on the advanced quests, and then we'll be close to done with that game. Is that a Roggy? Nope, that's a plant. So we're almost done with Rise. Here are some. Whoops. Right, X and A. Will you continue this playthrough challenge after? I believe this is going to be what we do in the day streams for a while now. This is what I've... Well, yeah, for now this is going to be a day stream only series. It's also just a nice casual series we can kind of pick up and play whenever we want to, as opposed to something tough where we have to work for it. I don't think that you're the only one who thinks that Rise is satisfying, Miyabi. There are very few things in this world you can say you're the only one who feels. Got one to hide. I think we maybe needed 2 or 3. Gosh, this bow is so cool. The giant revolver on your back. Playing with full sets is funny. I guess just to send this will probably be like a side series to whatever else we're doing. It's just, I mean funny, Uchi, as in like, I feel like I'm the demo hunter from the trailer. That's cool. No, I like it. It is cool. I agree with you. It's just kind of, it's making me laugh because I just don't normally feel like that demo hunter from the trailer, decked out in the gear of his prey. The sheath is so cool. It sounds like you're like putting it away. There you go, Rock Spider. You got it. You got it right there. Very well crafted bow. Mm-hmm. hoping the cat's got some carves on these guys. Nothing there. Okay. I'll respawn it one more time. I bet it's probably not going to spawn that many more. Is this bow and rise? I'm pretty sure it is. I didn't actually use it. This seems to be the only area where there are Ragi on the map right now. And I don't see any more. I think that must be it. Well, hopefully that's enough. If it's not, we'll have to come back out. And I don't have a Farcaster. That's okay. We'll walk back. Yeah, this has been a fun series so far. It feels very casual and fun and different than what we usually do. Sounds like a nice way to be, Miyabi. Alright, back to the camp. It's gonna be something like that, Fish. I thought about that when I structured this challenge as like, or this whatever you call this. Is that when you get to some of the tougher endgame hunts, it's gonna be really interesting. Doing like Elatrian and Eucanlos armor, whatever it ends up being. It'll be interesting to see for sure. We could take a sneak peek at that if we look through the quest list, but I don't want to spoil it. I'll wait. Hopefully we got the hides we needed. Is Elatrian tough in this game? I think Elatrian's tough in all the games. I don't know if this is the toughest Elatrian, it's just a high rank one, and I don't think it's scaled as crazily as any of 3 ultimates. Probably isn't as intimidating as the balance that was in Try, but it was tough for me when I first took it on. Oh, I only needed 1? Thank you, Decentus. I can never remember that kind of stuff. I have the worst memory when it comes to that sort of thing. Yeah, I've heard that, Fish Kebab. I'm looking forward to that aspect of 3 Ultimate. It's been a long time since I've fought Elatrian in this game. And this has been the only Elatrian I've fought. Here we go. What a nice set. Constitution 2, Speed Eating +1. That's really, that's really sadly close to Speed Eating +2, isn't it? We could probably do that instead of Status Attack, but I think Status Attack and Negate Poison are definitely going to benefit us a lot. That's cool. I dig it. Nice set. We'll run by the farm here, and then we'll call it good for this stream. I think it's been a nice time playing Portable 3rd. Don't need antidotes, that's for sure. I think you will, Miyabi. Like I was telling Z Super earlier, just gotta take note of 1 or 2 things you can improve at each quest, and you'll make it through. Okay. Like I said, we're gonna go through the farm here real quick and then we'll end. Can you get Const 15 instead of 16? No, not easily. I'm using a 2-slot deco, which gives us 3 points. I would have had to use 2 1-slot decos anyways if I wanted to get 2 points instead. So unfortunately, I can't step that down. I saw that we were just barely over there on that skill, though. Off they go. Hey. Dun, 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 dun. Didn't have to fight many Roggy. We had a lot of those parts around for whatever reason. 3U has some nasty event quests. You've seen this Australian player that was ready to do some. They look painful. That means you're either talking about the Hamslater or Fallison. Both of our friends who are Australian and have streamed 3 Ultimate. Both excellent streamers. And yeah, there are some gnarly events in that game. I'm excited for 3 Ultimate. I think... We'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see. I don't really want to posit a guess as to what I'll be playing after Freedom. So far, all I can really say is I'm going to play Rise and then I'm going to play Freedom and probably some stories too at some point. Why do you say that? What makes you say that, Fish? As opposed to the usual, like, 2 to 3 player scaling in the hub. They're just extra hard scaled, or absurd health pools? Okay, I gotcha. Looks like we harvested 2 of the rows at the field, but not all 3. Nice one, Mike. Gonna pass on Stories 1 for now, yeah. For now. Maybe someday we'll go back and play it. Okay. I think that's gonna be it for now. When we come back next time, next week, or whenever we get back to the full set Festa here, when we come back next time, we're gonna be taking on Purple Ludroth with the Roggy set we've crafted here, and then farming up the Purple Ludroth set, which should be pretty good fun. If it's anyone's first time by the stream, thank you for being here today. I hope you liked it. We're going to be slowly enjoying our way through different Monster Hunter games, old and new, for a long time to come. So if you liked it, think about following the stream so you can see when we're live and streaming the game. We have, like I plugged earlier, a Discord, and we have a YouTube and a Twitter. Follow those if you'd like to interact with those, and the Discord specifically is a really nice place to be. So check it out if you'd like to. It was fun streaming Portable 3rd this morning. I like this game. It's very, very nice to come through and play some of this game. The last thing we're going to do here is we're going to find someone else who's streaming Monster Hunter, and we're going to give them a raid. I think we might raid our friend SD Shepherd. They're playing the Xbox version of Monster Hunter World, and they're doing SOS attempts, which sounds like a riotous time. So we're going to go ahead and raid SD Shepherd. I don't normally get a chance to raid them because I usually end after they end. Have fun over at the Goblin Man's stream. The Monster Hunter legend himself, SD Shepherd. I will see you guys tonight for some more Monster Hunter Rise. I hope you guys have a nice night or a good day, whatever time it is where you are. Happy hunting and best of luck. Cheers. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.